Blessings, 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 blessings. Peace and blessings to all on this webinar call. I just want to thank Admira, for this opportunity, for allowing me to present. And we thank all the guests on this call. We thank all the founders also on this call. Really appreciate you coming out and for participating on this call. And for those who are celebrating birthday this month, happy birthday. Welcome to this brand spanking new amazing business. You will need to watch this. Allow me to first introduce myself. My name is Derek Clark. I went to all the schools, all the way from infant school, as our terminology that we use in Jamaica, all the way up to tertiary. Got a few degrees and served in the military, fire service, as well as firefighter. Had my own printing business in Jamaica, and I did have a few businesses online. But let us go to one of the most richest person or wealthiest person that we have on the planet, because we want to know about wealth. So I cannot ask my broke brother or my broke cousin about wealth. I need to ask a wealthy man. Warren Buffett, he said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Now, I don't think any one of us wants to work until we die. And so it's so sad when I see persons retired, and after persons retired, they still gone to work at Walmart packing groceries or Publix or Sam's Clubs or one of those places. It's so bad. And it really breaks my heart to see a young 20-plus-year-old supervisor or manager bossing around these older folks. And so we need to earn money while we sleep. That's the best way to help. Most of us have a job, and it doesn't matter whether you're getting a six-figure income or not. As a job, you are just over broke. And so, like many of us, we look for ways on the internet in order to create this type of wealth. And so we look for, jobs that sometimes they are MLM, sometimes they are network marketing, affiliate marketing. We spend hours sometime on the internet. We create YouTube videos for those who have YouTube. We sell on Amazon, we sell on eBay, we sell on all of these various flat platforms just for a way to look and receive some income. And we make some money. Some of us make some money. Just like myself, walk across the stage with a big cardboard size check. And some of us, life is fairly good. We did make a little money on the internet. Some of us did, some didn't. Some of us tried and tried and tried, but we did not make any money on the internet. Or some of us didn't even try. Well, I have some great news this afternoon for everyone on the call. What if I was to tell you about a real company licensed and registered in 212 countries in the world? What if their product is products we use every day? What if this company did all the work for us, did all the recruiting, did all the selling of the products, did everything 100%, and then they paid us for doing it? What if it provided you and I with time freedom, abundant living? What if it provided you with generational wealth? What if it even made you and I money while we sleep? The question you might be asking at this time, is there such a company? What is the name of this company? Yes, there is a company, and the name of this company most definitely is Onpassive. We are a global IT company driven by the latest artificial intelligence and machine learning technology. Onpassive is not an MLM or network marketing company. I say that again, because this is very important. Onpassive is not a MLM company or a network marketing company or an affiliate marketing company. Let me give you a quick example. Two vehicles. Both vehicles have tires and steering wheel and engine and windscreen and reverse lights and headlights. But the one to the right top is a Bugatti Veyron. Starting cost $1.3 million. The one to the left bottom is a PT Cruiser. And most definitely, as you can see, even though they might have some similarities in what they have, a PT Cruiser is most definitely not a Bugatti Veyron. And most definitely, a Bugatti Veyron is not a PT Cruiser. And so therefore, Onpassive is not a MLM company. Onpassive is currently valued at approximately 5.5 billion with a B US dollars, which qualifies us as a unicorn company. In business, the term unicorn company is usually a privately owned startup tech company which values more than 1 billion in revenue. Onpassive will achieve this status shortly after launch. Let us look at a few companies that reached this status and how long it took them to reach this status. IBM, 76 years. Intel, 16 years. Microsoft, 15 years. Apple, 14 years. Facebook, 6 years. Google, 5 years. And I guess you might be saying, oh wow, Google really hit it out of the ballpark. But I believe that Onpassive immediately, a few weeks or maybe a few months after starting, they will be recognized as a unicorn company. We already have over 752,000 founding members and growing by 1,500 to 2,000 per day. This is per day, not per week, not per month, but per day. And so the real gem of Onpassive is our CEO. Yes, he's brilliant. Yes, he went to Harvard. Yes, he has figured out the online world. Yes, he has over 20 years experience. But I have to let you know that this person, our CEO, have a smile the size of Texas. Just look at that picture above me. Heart to help people that is even bigger than that. Yes, Ash Mofara is amazing and he wants to help you in the online world. Onpassive is changing the world one person at a time, starting with, of course, Ash Mofara. Ash absolutely is a true leader, very approachable, great energy, friendly, smart, funny, and best of all, Ash wants patient team members to win big time with him. Do you have what it takes to join him? Since July 2018, Ash Mofara has a vision to use the internet to change the world. He wants to contribute by turning poverty into prosperity on this planet. He wants and does have a big heart for humanity. Of course, Onpassive hiring new staff every day. Quite simply, our tech team is the best of the best in the industry. We will have about 1,000 employees at the time of launch. Onpassive is the correction, definitely, to the corruption of the internet business. Onpassive has a full-fledged legal department, registered and compliant in 212 countries. And this is definitely a big deal. Onpassive executive headquarters is right there in America, in Orlando, Florida. And that is where our CEO, Ashma Farah, is located. Of course, our operational headquarters is in Hyderabad, Tech City, also known as Silicon Valley of India. What products and services does Onpassive has? What products and services? Because that is very important. Because for a business to be legal, we have to either be selling a product or services. And so right out of the gate, we will be having 20 products kicking off roughly about on the time of launch, going up to about 50 products as we continue along the way. Let us look at a few of these products. Academy, make learning a journey to self-discovery. Let distance and age not be a limitation to your learning or teaching, because of course Academy is the most expeditional learning platform equipped to give an amazing experience to every user. It also will have attention detection, multilingual. So even if you are teaching something in English, persons are hearing it in Spanish and French and German and whatever language. O-Connect gives access to the most reliable AV conferencing platform engineered to perfection with the best AI business tool. Then we have O-Bless, and O-Bless is a philanthropy platform that helps you connect cause that matters to you with the right people to support and to create thoughtfully and effectively campaigns for causes that matters. And you will get 100% of what is donated. O-Net, of course, is a revolutionary social networking. So even though right now we have a few that we are using now, and there's hardly any good major choice that we can make, O-Net will be revolutionizing the social network that we have. Help you connect with your friends and family and discover new ones, of course. O-Virtual secure your network anywhere, the VPN for encryption of data and network accounts. And of course, we have O-Wallet. O-Wallet is a AI-powered digital mobile wallet application. And of course, this will be tied into everything which will be AI-powered for your digital mobile wallet application. Gives every transaction the security, and security is very important when it comes on to funds. Onpassive, of course, will appeal not only to individuals, but also to the masses, churches, charities, business, entrepreneurs, influencers, restaurants, you name it, and they can use Onpassive, small, medium, or large, no matter what category you might fall into. Currently, we are presently in pre-launch. The next step, of course, will be soft launch, which we will be doing as founders, we will be doing the beta testing for these products. Finally, official launch, which is otherwise known as hard launch, to the public once Onpassive tech and legal team gives the green light, hopefully in 2021, which of course is this year. The company will drive targeted traffic to your website, which will build your business for you, and you never have to advertise ever if you don't want to. You can if you want to. So let us recap. As we said, this company has products. Right now we are looking at about 20 products, Academy, or Mail, or Post, or Capture, etc. And we definitely will be launching with a few of these whenever we launch. We do have an acronym, which is CATMO. C, Complete Digital Online Solution. A, Artificial Intelligence. T, Targeted Traffic. Very important. M, Money, Time Freedom, and of course, Abundance Living. And O, which is Onpassive. Generational wealth, residual income, funnel, landing page, autoresponders, and much, much more. Plug and play, all done for you. One new sales funnel built for you per day. No recruiting, software upgrades, always free. Great, great community of which we are all a part of, even as we speak, because this Onpassive community is the best community I've ever been involved with in my 17+ years of being in online business. And most definitely, if you are in it, you will win it. So, what is the cost to join Onpassive? To be a founder, not an investment, nothing like that. You're paying $97 out of pocket to be a founder, for a founder position. That's what you're paying for, $97 to be a founder. We recommend that you utilize your card, the card option, as it gets you activated immediately. And so then, once soft launch starts, the price increase of being a founder, or there might be no founder's position anymore. What are founders? Founders have a virtual office where we use. Founders will do beta testing, of course. Founders are of a unicorn company, and that is very important, as we discussed earlier. Founders earn residual income for life. Founders' business built automatically, own unique personal website, get targeted traffic, and this is very important, as we know, targeted traffic. If a person wants a lamp and you are not selling a lamp, then that person don't need to be looking at your website. And so targeted traffic, you are selling a VPN, then a person needs to be looking for a VPN, which is ONET. 100% hands-free. Once the soft launch starts, Onpassive will run massive marketing campaign using artificial intelligence and machine learning to get customers signed up in your business. These customers are actively looking for the product and services you and Onpassive has to offer. The day the public launch starts, no more founders position will be offered. Ever, for any amount of money, customers and resellers come on board. If you are a founder, you smile and activate your founder's wallet because you love them apples. Non-founders will be will not be happy because they did not become a founder. So please become a founder so that you can be extremely happy. Onpassive has a unique patented play plan. Don't know about it as yet, but that will be something that will be discussed by our CEO, Ash Mafara, as it comes closer to launch. We all get paid in real time in any currency we choose, including crypto, through our World Bank or wallet. Founders will pay a one-time subscription to become customers, because those are the two payments that we make. First, $97 as a founder, and then approximately, not definitely, but approximately $250 to activate our account as customers and resellers. Because these are the three positions that we will have as founders. Founders, customers, and resellers. Now, after the founder's position is gone, people will come on board as customers and or resellers. Once out of pocket, as I said, that $250 approximately, and then and months preceding, which every month, it's a monthly subscription, will be out of profit. This means that we will never need to worry about this monthly subscription because it will be out of profit. So definitely, Onpassive is guaranteed to bring you and I profit. Before payout of commission, founders and customers will need to complete a KYC, know your customer, ensuring your correct identity. ID or passport is needed, and also a facial recognition. And you see how secure this business is. This is where commission will be paid out in real time. Onpassive will have every product, tool, and service you will ever need to be a successful business person, online or offline. All done for you. Set it and forget it. Just like a self-driving car. Build wealth, earn residual income for life, which just keep growing. Create a family dynasty for generations and generations to come, leaving a legacy that you can be proud of. Please thank the person who told you about this incredible opportunity and get back with that person who invited you to this opportunity and registered using their link and become a founder with Onpassive today. It is a decision you will never, ever regret. And so, remember, if you are in it, you will win it. Get back with the person that invited you to see this presentation and say to them, I am ready. Thank you for your time. And I now turn it back over to Admira Walker.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Derek. That was such a thorough presentation. Thank you so very much. A job well done. And I don't know if I was a guest here tonight, if I would have a question after that. But for sure, someone must have a question. That is why we are here. So at this time, we will open our Q&A session. We have Narelle with us, again, a founder. Thank you, Narelle, for being here with us. We have Tony Monk. Tony, it's great to have you again. And of course, we have Dr. Derek, who will be answering our questions for tonight. So once again, I invite all our guests to ask your questions. And if you are a bit shy, then you can write them in the chat. Chris is following the chat for me, and he will read any questions that you place in the chat so that we can answer them for you tonight. All right, so this is your time. Just put your electronic hand up, or you can just wave at us. Someone will recognize you. Not sure that I will because I'm using a smaller device, but we will recognize you, and you will unmute when you are called upon to ask your question and have it answered. All right, once again, such an excellent presentation. Thank you so very much. And we now open the floor for questions.
Admiral, Marty is here.
Remember, co-founders, that we will have time when you will be asked to speak, but first preference goes to our guests. Thank you for that, Teresa. Marty is here. He has joined us again. He's always here with us, coming on a little late because he always has other things to do before, but we are always happy to have him when he joins. And of course, he's always willing to answer our questions as well. So the floor is now open for questions. A question to the panel. So Dr. Dirk said that Onpassive is the correction to the corruption. And this is something that I'm often hearing around Onpassive, but what does it really mean? That Onpassive is the correction to the corruption? Any one of our panel can answer, panelists.
I can answer that, Admira. Yeah, the reason that we are the correction to the corruption is because this company was designed to help the 97% of people that have struggled online, for one thing. Most corporations out there, they're very selfish, greedy. They don't design their business around helping people. They design their business around helping themselves. And Ash has created Onpassive for the opposite reason, to help the majority of people. Like I said, the 97% of people that have been struggling online. That's what we mean about the correction to the corruption. I'm sure there's more that somebody else can add to that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tony. Anybody else want to chime in here?
Yeah, hi. I'll just come off the back of Tony. Happy birthday, Tony. I'd just like to say that, just the average Joe Blow, which most of us are, as founders, we've come in because we have a big heart. Ash was looking for visionaries, and that's what he is having come in and joined with him. But what Ash found was that those 3% were the power hungry, were the greedy, were the ones that were sitting on their money. And even though sometimes they come across as looking like they donate and things like that, usually it's only a tax dodge. But what our CEO, Mr. Ash Mafara, really wanted or found was that he didn't resonate with those people. He found that, his feelings of compassion and heart really made him step away from those people and want to look for something different to help the average Joe Blow, to help those 97%. Because I know, like, if you're anything like me, you've struggled online to make any money, to have a look at multi-level marketing, to have a look at network marketing. Most of them sort of roll into one or the other anyway, but we're all looking for that little extra bit to help our families, to help ourselves, to help our, make ends meet. So I think that 97% is the correction. We're bringing that correction to the corruption, means that we're balancing it out. We're balancing out who gets the money, instead of just that 3%, so that's what Ash wanted to do. That's what he is doing. And that's what I think is amazing about bringing that correction to the corruption, so that we all can have the ability to be able to live our lives just that little bit better. Sometimes it only takes a little bit better to be able to pay your bills, to be able to help your family, to be able to travel when you want to, you know, to fill the car up when you want to put food in the cupboard, and then to help others as well. So thank you for allowing me to speak.
Okay, thank you very much, Narelle. And Tony, thank you very much for those answers.
I just wanted to say, Admar, before you say anything, great presentation, by the way, Dr. Derek. Very well informed. That was very, very well done. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tony. Now, I have not seen any hands up. Chris, are there any questions in the chat? Okay.
Yeah, yes. Everyone wanted to know how beautiful you look today. That's the biggest question I'm getting. So we all agreed on that.
Next. Should I answer that question, Chris? Okay, thank you. All right, so I will continue asking questions until we have a guest who is really struggling to understand something, because I know the presentation was that clear that they really understood. I know that's how the Jamaicans do it, Dr. Derek. All right, so we spoke about the products, all right? We spoke about the products, and Dr. Derek did mention a few of them. Can you explain a little more? Because when people hear about products, they usually think about things to sell, like soap or shoes or belt or what have you. But some people are still wondering, what do we mean by digital products? So if you could just explain just a little bit more of that, that would be nice to clear up some things in some of our guests' minds. Thank you. Okay, Dr. Derek?
Okay, right. As I was saying, that there are product portfolio. It's really a portfolio. In our business, we have a number of product portfolio that is going to be available for everyone to use, or you don't have to use them. So if you use email, there's a product for that, which is Omail. If you manage a staff, say for argument's sake, you have a brick and mortar business. I don't remember if I mentioned that one, but some people have a brick and mortar business, and therefore they might have a staff that they have to manage. And so right now, maybe they have 2 or 3 systems that they use to manage the staff. They might have a different system to manage the payroll. They might have a different system to manage the time and attendance of their staff. They might have a different system that they use to manage the HR stuff, the human resource stuff. And so these products will be made available for the average people to use. As I said, you personally as a founder don't necessarily have to use them, but other people might be needing them. You don't have to use internet to sell it, so to speak. And as we all said, that the company will be selling it for you. So you have to have products for the company to sell. And these are the products, or the product portfolio that the company will be selling on our behalf. So you don't have to, you can if you want. I mean, I don't want to say sell. The better word is introduce. To introduce, because just like you go to a movie and you watch a very good movie, you introduce someone to that movie. You don't necessarily sell the movie. You introduce them to it. You say, hey, I watch a good movie. The difference between that and Onpassive is that Onpassive is paying the money, big bucks, for them to sell our products.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Derek. So you were saying we don't have it not selling, right? But we are told that the company is gonna do this for us. It's gonna sell for us, right? So explain that to the guests. If we're talking about products and selling, then you're telling us we will not be selling, but we'll be introducing them to people. What do you mean? How will we make the money then?
It's just a matter of verbiage. Verbiage is kind of very important, because when we look at things like MLM and affiliate marketing and all of these other things out there, which we are not, that's what they do. You have to sell. You have to sell as a network marketer. You have to do the selling. And so we don't have to do the selling. We don't do the selling, actually. It's a plug and play, which means the company will market everything for us, and we don't have to do anything. We just make sure that we pay that 97 and become a founder. And when the company launches, then we pay that 250 approximately, which will allow us to be a part of this big AI company in terms of the product portfolio, where the company is going to market it for us. That's the best terminology. The company is going to market it for us. And if someone purchases what the company is marketing, then of course we get paid. So we are not selling, and it's just the verbiage of that word. But the only way for us to get paid is when products are being moved in any business.
Thank you very much. I got it now, and I think that they got it. So we would just do that, like what Michael Williams said. We'll be sleeping while we're making money, right? While the company would be doing the selling for us. Wonderful. Chris, do we have any questions in the chat?
Yeah, we have one. I believe it's from, if I pronounce this correct, Tasneem. And I believe this person says, I use the Galaxy J2. Will like Connect support my device? I believe they're talking about their phone. And I'm gonna say yes, if you're getting Zoom now. I don't know what phones are gonna connect with what. Maybe Dr. Derek or Tony. I think you can no matter what. It depends on what's the updates on your phone.
Yeah, if there's a link, you can activate the account wherever you are, whether it's on a phone or a computer.
Okay, so you are saying that any device will work with Connect. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for the question too. Keep the questions coming, please. No hands up for questions, no more in the chat. So I'm going to just continue asking questions for clarity here from the panel. All right. Now, you spoke about we're going to be paying monies twice. So we pay $97 to become a founder. When do we have to pay the other money? Because I know to become a founder, because I paid $97 to become a founder, and we are encouraging the guests here tonight to pay the $97 and become a founder. But after that, when do we have to pay the other $250 or approximately $250?
I can answer that question.
Go ahead.
We pay approximately $250. We don't know what it is yet, but it's around 100 to $250. It could be $259. We don't know what the actual price is, but it's around $250, and that's paid right after we launch. When we launch to the world, we will pay that one time. It's a one payment for approximately $250 for the products, and then the company will automate everything, and and put it out there. I wanted to just say, kind of piggyback off Dr. Derek, what he was saying earlier about the I'm sorry, I just went brain dead. My apology. I'm going to take a break and think about what I was going to say. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, Tony. Thank you very much. So, Narelle, can you pick up on this? Tony was saying that the 250 would be paid when we launch, right? But Narelle, we talk about two launch, soft launch and hard launch. Can you explain them so that the guests would understand better, please?
Sure can. So remembering that $97 is a 97 US dollars, and it will be a little bit different depending on your country that you live in. When you pay that brings you in as a founder of Onpassive. That is a position, a founder position. When we talk about soft launch, hard launch, and right now we're in pre-launch. And as we go into soft launch, we're preparing then for not long after hard launch. Soft launch will allow us as the founders to be able to take a look around, play with the products that are available, see if we like them, see if we don't, have any feedback so that as we go into hard launch, we are absolutely 100% ready to go. So soft launch, we don't pay anything more as a founder. We come in as a founder. We don't pay anything more until we go to hard launch. And then we will pay, as Tony said, approximately $250 US dollars. Again, you have to look at what the price change is to your country's money. Don't even know what to call it. Money exchange. But yeah, that will be then paid, and that will enable you to be able to start your subscription within Onpassive's platform. Now, after that, they say like with two wallets we will have in our back office. One will be your holding or funding wallet, which will mean that those funds that are paid into your account from monies that have come in from people, customers, resellers, whatever, using the products. And then what is left over will go into your O wallet. And this will be your wallet to be able to take from whenever there's money showing. So there's not a monthly wait or anything like that. So right now, $97, get in as a founder because those positions are closing off very, very soon. And, very soon. So it's really important that you come in as a founder because you will have extra benefits. You will have extra bonuses. $250 will get you in, start your subscription, approximately that price, remembering that we haven't been told exactly, and that will start your subscription into the company. So, and using all those platforms and portfolios that are available to us. I hope that explains it.
Yeah, you did explain it. Thank you very much for explaining that. Remember our guests. I know that some of you are shy and I'm asking some of the questions for you, but don't be afraid. You can put your hand up and ask your questions at any time. All right. So after paying this $97 to become a founder, we don't have any other that fee to pay again. When hard launch, we'll pay $250. But Dr. Derek said in the presentation that we'll be having these products every month. We'll be having these products. So won't we have to pay this $250 every month? Tony, did you get your
yeah, sure. No,
back?
it's a one-time payment. It's a one-time payment. You don't have to pay every month. Every month after that, once we make our initial payment of approximately $250, everything after that it comes out of commissions. Once you have 3 people in your team, then it's pretty much free after that. So that's how, yeah. So the first month is around $250. You pay the one-time fee, and that's it. It's just a one-time payment. After that, it comes out of your commissions.
Okay, so you mean that after that, the the other payments that I will make every month, the company will pay it for me out of my wallet that Nora speak about, right?
No, the company won't pay for you. The commissions that you make will pay for you. If you don't have your 3 in the second month, your account goes on pause, but you don't lose your account. And if any money is accumulated in that account, it stays there until there's enough to pay for the subscription for the second month and the third month and so on. Okay,
so let's just back up a little bit
freeze.
When you mentioned the 3. All right, Marty is with us. So Marty, what is that 3 he mentioned about? Having 3 on your team.
As the company's building your business for you, and maybe through overflow and maybe through your own efforts, once you get to the level of 3, I hate to say once you get your 3, because I don't think you need to get anything, but once the level under you is the amount of 3 people, that will more than pay for your next subscription for the rest of your life. And some. There'll be even some a little money left over. But to keep in mind, if we launch this with 1 million people, just an example, a year later, they're estimated to get 100 million people, 100 million customers. You're 1% of the whole company in 1 year. I don't know what that means in 2 years or 3 years or whatever. So getting 3, you're going to have trouble not getting 30, 50, 100, 500, 1,000. It's out of your control. You're going to get 3 whether you like it or not. When this thing starts rocking and rolling, it'll be on fire for sure. And their marketing is the best of the best. And you'll get it's just the way they phrase it. For some people, I mean, some reseller 6 months from now might have trouble getting 3 in 30 days, but even then, I think it won't be that hard. I think there'll be months and months and months and year where it's not going to be a problem. And then one day, my opinion, the advertising will be done because we will be the hunted. Facebook does not advertise. People go to Facebook to advertise because the consumer lives at Facebook. In a year or so, consumers will live on Onpassive, and people will come to us to advertise. We will be the hunted. That is what is meant by when Ash says that. He said it to me again about a week ago, and I'm going, shaking my head like some kind of idiot, like I understand. But as you really listen to what he's saying, and the little bit of experience I have compared to the scope of this monstrosity, the day will come where he doesn't need to advertise. They will be there. And he came on our webinar today, and he said, don't let your friends go by and not show them this business, because I want to tell you now, they'll be in. Your family will be in. They should be in under you because they're coming in. If there's an email and there's a name, they will be marketed from Onpassive. That's a guarantee. How long it takes, I don't know, but that's coming. That's how big this is going to be. So, yeah, it's the 3. I hear people say, what happens if I don't get my 3? You must be in another company is all I can tell you. Because I don't see anybody getting a problem getting.
Can I add to that, Admira?
Thank you very much, Marty. Hold on, Tony. Just before you add to that, Chris, I think Chris wanted to say something, and I wanted to ask Chris too. Chris, are you making any money right now? Because some people think that when you pay the $97, then you start to make money. And a lot of people who I talk to about this business, they would ask me, how much are you making now? So are you making any money now, Chris? Just explain that, please.
No. None of us here as founders have made a penny, a dime, a nickel in money. If you want to talk about other things that we've gained from becoming founders, it's called your heart and your mind grows, and it explores different cultures, different communities. Right now, that's worth billions of dollars to me. But the question that you asked is no, we haven't made a dime. But Admira, did you see that question in the chat someone brought up? Can I explain that, or do you want me to wait? I can't hear you. You're muted.
Sorry there. Yes, after Tony, you will ask the question in the chat. Okay, go ahead, Tony.
Oh, great. Thank you, Admire. Like Marty was saying, you know, in the first year, we're going to have at least, you know, and these are very low estimates, 100 million customers. 100 million customers, guys, is a lot of people compared to what we have. We have about 750,000 right now. Even if we end up with 1 million founders, we don't have to worry about the 3. And earlier, what I wanted to say, following Dr. Derek, when he was saying about the system being automated. Yes, it is an automated system, but you have to remember the difference between Onpassive and a multi-level marketing company is that you have to promote a multi-level marketing company. We're not promoting Onpassive. Onpassive is promoting us. So Onpassive is going to brand us. As an example, it's going to be TonyMonk.com. And the products, which are proprietary digital products that 4.6 billion people on the internet already use, are going to be introduced under TonyMonk.com or ChrisJohnson.com. So I just wanted to clear that up. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so very much, Tony. Go ahead, Chris. There's a question in the chat. Let's take the question.
Well, this one is from, I don't know if you're reading the same one I am, but Patrick had brought up, I think we should remind the guests that after paying the 97, there will be no monetary gain until hard launch. Well, that is not true. I will, because he asked it, I'll explain why. When we go into soft launch, okay, either by you sharing and adding to your team or the company adding to your team, there will be bonuses. Okay, so that question that you put on there, you will possibly make money in soft launch if you get in it today and you build a team and you know 5, 6, 7, 8 people, you share it to your family, your friends. After we're in soft launch, when you sign people up is when you get a bonus. So if you start off, say you got 10 people on your team, we go into soft launch. If you sign up another person, you'll be getting $20. If those people signed up someone under you, they get $20 and you get $2 of it. So the answer to that question, Patrick, was yes, you still can make money in soft launch before hard launch.
Okay, thank you for that. That sounds exciting, Chris. Sounds exciting. All right, and there is another question in the chat. So Chris, go right ahead with that question too.
Okay, I'm looking for it. Hold on.
Okay.
We live. Is that the one from Miss April?
Yes, please.
Okay, hold on. I got sticky fan.
I
think the live demos be presented on a Q&A webinar. My issue is not being able to currently display exact what the virtual products do to potential customers. Oh, I think Marty DeGarmo wants to answer that one. I guarantee you, Admira, Marty wants to answer that question.
Okay, Marty, go right ahead.
What do the digital products do for people? Is that what it was?
He said,
okay, so the person is asking, will live demos be presented on a Q&A webinar? Because their issue is not being able to currently display exactly what the virtual products do to potential customers.
Oh, the easiest way to find out what they do is go to Onpassive.com. They list 20 products there already. There will be 50 by the end of the year, probably. And they explain on each one, believe it or not, what each one does, even with, in most cases, a video showing what they do. So take the time to go on Passive.com and you'll see what they do. Keep in mind, all the products that are going to be for sale to consumers are products that are in heavy use today. They're not new gadgets. They're not something that was you know, just thought of. They're products that are already out there. The difference will be the Zoom, for example, that the company uses right now, the one that we do the Q&A on, costs $8,000 a month. And there's limits. Now, they have a package where you could have 50,000 people on a Zoom, but we've had 12,000 and people get kicked out. It can't handle it. You could say a grocery bag is great, but when you walk in the car and the bottom rips out of it, it's not that great. Okay, it doesn't work. Onpassive will have unlimited space for people, unlimited time. And that's just one product. And all of the products, all of them, not one, all of them will be somewhere around $250 a month. The value is mind-blowing what you're going to get. That's one big difference. But if you go back there, all these products, whether it's IP tracker, people that market know some of these things because they use them. I use them. Aweber, all these other things, marketing, email blasting, funnel builder. There's a place called ClickFunnel. ClickFunnel gives you the impression that a caveman can do it. But as you get into ClickFunnel to really get what you really, really want, they upcharge you and charge you another $250 or $300 to actually make the funnel that you really want. In this one, it's made for you. And by the way, it will make you a new page every day of the year for 1 million people. That's a big deal. I know no one that does that. No one. So you're not going to be sharing the same website as Chris or whatever. And the beauty of it is you don't even have to share it because they're going to do it for you. I mean, all these things are in high demand. All you have to offer the consumers, do you want this? Do you want this digital product or do you want this one? Let them be the judge. Do you want this one that's secure, unlimited, or do you want this one that's obsolete and outrageously expensive? It's a win-win. We don't have to do anything. If they're going to look for value. I hope I answered that.
That's
I
right.
almost forgot what the question was.
Yes, Marty. Thank you so very much. Now, there's another question in the chat.
Yeah,
Does
plus
Onpassive
Jake is going to break his arm if you don't get him, Sam.
does Onpassive only stay with IT products, or will it in the future expand to e-commerce products similar to Amazon?
I want to answer this real quick, and then somebody can add to. This is a big one. Amazon doesn't make squat, okay? Get that in your head. Amazon takes something from one place and delivers it to your house faster than anybody else. That's all Amazon does. Now, they did buy Whole Foods, which is great food, but they're not making it. They don't make things, they ship things. I've heard people say, I'm not getting anything from Amazon. They really slowed up. It's because companies slowed up because of the pandemic. Amazon doesn't create squat. They don't make anything. So there's no comparison really.
Yeah, and talking about physical products, eventually Ash was talking about putting a satellite up in space for rural areas in the world to get proper internet. So that's a physical product. And I think as we move along, we're starting with digital products, but as we move along and we start to expand, there probably are more than likely are going to be physical products, but conducive to what the company does.
As said, flat out, if after we launch, if something is needed, they will invent it. They will produce it. So if you're going along, look, we're all going to learn more when we see this masterpiece unveiled and we see how things are interlinked. And you're going to go, man, I wish I had this. A message to Ash and you'll get it. I believe that 100%. And that's what he wants to do. When he goes to meetings now, if you can see his desk, he's got a notepad there and he's writing information as we speak. He has a whole list of products we don't even know about. And Tony's right. There'll be products. Look, I got this phone. He gave it to me. It's $1,100 phone. $1,100 for a freaking little thing like this. If Ash could come up and make a phone for half that, someday, I'm not saying he's going to, I have no idea. But I think the sky's the limit. I think they'll get involved in whatever helps the consumer, whatever is better than what's out there now. And I don't know what the limits are, but yeah, there'll be all kinds of, I mean, if you look at Intel, Intel does all the insides, the guts of a computer, at least a PC, not Mac, but a PC. If you find a way to make it better, it'll take over. It's just, it's the way things work in the world. And
we have the resources and we have the money.
Yeah. All right. Cedric hand has been up for a while. I think that hand is wearing now. Cedric, go right ahead. Unmute and ask your question.
Oh, my hand was gonna fall off. No, no, everything's good. How everyone doing? Dr. Derek, that was an excellent presentation. Got me ready to sign up again. And Tony, happy birthday. You catching up. Yes, Cedric Flowers here from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Yeah, like everyone here probably, we don't worked and made other people generational wealth. Now we got a chance here at Onpassive to make our generational wealth. Got two choices in life, become an entrepreneur or work for one. I choose to be an entrepreneur. I was a bus driver out in the airport, but unfortunately I got laid off due to the pandemic. But got signed up with Onpassive through the late Fred Lansweiger, my sponsor. And it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I always been looking for residual income, not trading time for money, the 9 to 5. Some people like their 40-hour job. That's fine. That's where you can work for Onpassive, and Onpassive will do everything for you, So you some people love their job, so you ain't got to quit your job, and you can just stick with Onpassive. That's what I like too. What Warren Buffett say, you don't find a way to make money while you sleep. What I've been looking for all my life, or ever since I started working, you're gonna work till you die, and I ain't trying to do that at all. So just get in. You can't lose. Microsoft ain't offering you no partnership. I mean, Microsoft or Apple, Google, Facebook, they ain't paying you nothing. We ain't getting paid yet either, but it's coming, as Chris say. But I made some friends all around the world too. So that's a plus. Last year this time, I ain't know no one in Papua New Guinea, Australia, Nigeria. I love Cameroon. My boy Joel Embiid, Philadelphia 76ers. That's shout out to you, Marcy. But it's all good, man. It's Onpassive is the best olive branch in the world. Ash, I was glad to see Ash today. I wouldn't, he pops up sometimes, but he said be the hero for someone, but start with yourself first. He gotta, he said about that recruiting. It's not recruiting, you're just sharing, like Michael Williams said, share, like a song, you just share. Like sharing it, like a movie. You see a nice, good movie, you're telling people about it. It's a good way to put it. So I'm sorry, but just get in. You won't lose, and you can't lose. There's nothing. You can't. There's nothing out here better than Onpassive. If you know something better than Onpassive, please let me know, and I guarantee you, I'll bring over 750,000 people with me. So. Anyone that invited you to this webinar, give them a handshake, a kiss, a hug, and thank you. Thank them or her, because they love you to death. They care about you. So that's all I got to say. And thank you. In it to win it. Peace.
Okay. Thank you so very much.
Oh, Ed Meyer, did you freeze? Jake, I know you got your hand up, and then it would go. I think she froze. Jake, you go ahead, and then April, you'll be next. Jake, you got to unmute yourself, buddy.
Jake, unmute.
At the bottom left-hand side.
All right, I got it. Okay. All right. I know we've had a pandemic and a lot of people have been staying at home. I have 2 grandchildren, granddaughter and a grandson, and they left. Now the pandemic is unfortunate. However, we can use it to our benefit because people are so used to being at home. So I'm wondering, A, is Onpassive going to do gaming, possibly, and you know, other things like you know, the food delivery and things like that. I mean, is that something that they're going to think they're going to put in their quiver?
I can answer that. Well, we're going to have ONET, which is a social platform. We're going to have OConnect, which is another form of Zoom, which is way better than Zoom. We're going to have a lot of products that will entertain us, but we're going to have a lot of residual income that's going to give us the opportunity to do whatever it is that we wish to do. Time freedom. We'll have a lot of time freedom to do a lot of things. I don't know about gaming, but perhaps maybe in the future. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that, but our products that we're using right now is what most people use on the internet now. You know, 4.6 billion people. And I don't know if you've seen the products, but they're in the back office of onpassive.com.
Hey, Jake, keep in mind too.
Yeah.
During this pandemic.
I have.
During this pandemic, 600,000 people came in, so it gained pretty well.
He's talking about something that's going to entertain people, like games, like you know, kids playing games on the computer, that kind of thing. Yeah. But I don't know. Eventually, maybe we'll get to that.
Yeah, because they've been conditioned. People have been conditioned just to.
Our platform will have
another thing. I mean,
go ahead. You're cutting off a little bit.
I used to be tech. I used to be tech for Verizon Wireless, and also what's going to be driving the network is AI going to go, okay, AI is going to figure out, you know, which network to use. I mean, whether it's GSM is what Europe, you know, usually uses, and in Japan it's Adokimo, that's their signal, and in the United States there's GSM in your larger cities, and CDMI, which is what Verizon uses. I mean, is AI going to be able to go out and select what's the best network? Because we've got to be fast.
AI, let's put it this way. About a year and a half ago, just as an example, we wanted to test and see how long it would take to get 1 million opt-ins, 1 million people to opt into a form, put their email and their name on a form. You know what an opt-in is? Opt-in form. Yeah. Okay. We wanted to know how long it would take 1 million people to fill out the form. It took 4 days, and that was without artificial intelligence, without AI. Now, if we integrate AI, which we're going to once we launch, it's going to be a heck of a lot faster than 4 days to get 1 million opt-ins. Okay. As you know, artificial intelligence can do 1 billion bits per second, right? Can do 1 billion things per second once it gets intelligent enough to do that. So we're looking at a sophisticated,
right?
Yeah, as you know, because you're used to it. You know what I'm talking about.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you all very much. Show hand up for a while. April, kindly unmute and ask your question. Am I being heard?
April, we can't hear you. I think it's your headset, April.
Chris, am I being heard?
Yeah, you're breaking in and out, Edmar, but.
Thanks, Marty. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Jake. I don't know if Jake was finished, Edmar, or not, but anyway.
No, that's fine. I think AI is going to be able to pick which network signals to use. And I mean, Apple was talking about sending a bunch of satellites, into orbit.
I'm sorry, Tony, because
for, communication.
Yeah, no, I understand you're being cut off every now and again, so it's okay.
Yeah, so when he got cut off, I thought that he was finished, so I asked April to come in.
That's okay. I think he's pretty much finished anyway, Jake.
Okay.
You finished, Jake?
Yeah. I'm pretty much finished. It's just, just Ash has a bunch of surprises still up his sleeve.
You might want to mute yourself there, Jake, for a bit. I think someone else is going to ask a question now. Thanks.
Thank you, Jake. All right, so April, please go ahead. Frozen.
Her speaker's not working, April. I know you can hear us. Is it possible to take off your headset, April, and talk right into your computer? Unplug your headset. He's trying.
Okay, and if that doesn't work, you can just type in the chat, okay? And we will answer. So we'll be more than happy to answer your questions for you. All right? Thank you very much. Okay, so we are moving up to our 10 o'clock mark, but we're not. I'm going to ask about passive and active.
They're completely cut off.
Because I noted in the presentation that can be passive. Active or I can be passive.
Admira, you're breaking up. I think Admira, correct me if I'm wrong, she'd like to explain what's the difference between passive and unpassive. Anyone want to answer that?
Well, passive income is the kind of income you make when you're sleeping. No matter where you are in the world, you don't have to work for it. That's the difference. And passive, unpassive is when you're actually selling your time for money. So there's a big difference there. I've been fortunate enough to have both. So that's both sides of the coin. Passive income is much better. It gives you time freedom.
No, I think she was asking about passive and active. Passive and active. That's what she was asking.
Passive and active is what, though?
Someone that's passive in the business,
someone
active in the business. Some people that share, and there's people that don't share. Either way, you win. You just win faster if you share. But everyone wins. Everyone. Sharing just means you're out there sharing it with everybody that breathes. I share with anybody I meet. Some people do, some people don't. You don't need to. You'll do fine. Some people don't have the time to. But if you share a movie, that's how easy it is to share this. You're not recruiting, you're just sharing. Because like I said before, your family's going to be in whether they're under you or not. They might as well be under you or in with you. Let's put it that way. But you could share or not share. That's the beauty of the company. You want to share, you can. If you don't, you're passive. Passive means you're not sharing. You're going to let the system do everything. And that's okay. Everybody has I hope that's what she meant.
I think, Chris, I think April Lane, Admire, if you're still there, has her hand up again.
Okay, are you hearing me now, guys?
Yes.
Right. So that's exactly what I was asking Marty, and you answered it. Thank you very much. The difference between being active and being passive. But as Marty said, whether you're active, you share, or passive, you choose not to share, everyone will win. Okay, April, she took her hand down, so probably she still, she can hear us, but we can't hear her. And maybe she doesn't have a question at this time.
She has a question in the chat, Admira.
Okay.
She said, you do it once, it pays you residually or perpetually? You
do it once, it pays you residually, or Is that a question or a comment?
I think it's both.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead, Dr. Derek.
It's almost that if it's a question, that question is almost one in the same, because residual means continuously, and perpetual means forever. So I guess forever, whether you're from once this world still exists and people are still alive, even though you might pass on from this planet, your business, the unpassive business, will still make you money. And that is why the unpassive business is something that you can will. You can will to someone. You can pass it on to your children or your grandchildren. It's something that you can will. And so yes, it is residual, which means it generates income whether you work or you're not working. It generates income when you are sleeping. It generates income anytime and every time. And perpetual, it does that forever. So it's actually both, based on the meaning of the word.
Okay. Thank you so very much for that question. And April, we hope that that answers your question. The last question I'm going to ask, though, is about account, because I have an account. I have an account with my name. But I want to also stop, right? And if so, how is that possible? Somebody sharing screen. Thank you very much. Yes, so that question is, if I want to have my own account and I want to have an account like a disaster account or anything like that, how is that possible? Can I have 2 or more accounts?
You can have as many accounts as you want. Is that the question?
Okay, but how do I do that? Just my name and just my name? How do I do it? Or if I want to sign myself up and sign my son up?
Yeah, you can have multiple
email address.
You can have multiple accounts, and if you want an account under your name, you have to have an email to that account, and any other account that you buy for, say, your children or siblings, they also have to have a unique email. They cannot be under the same email, so they all have to be different emails. And you can have as many accounts as you want. And the nice part about it is you can manage all those accounts. You can have all those accounts going to one wallet, which would be your wallet in your account. So you can connect all the wallets to one wallet. But you can have as many accounts as you want, as long as every account has a unique email to that account. The email is like a coded, it's like a code for each account. Hope that answers your question.
I got you, Tony. Thank you so very much. Okay, so I have not seen any more hands up or any question in the chat. So I'm going to give a good founder, anybody, the opportunity to tell someone why they should join this business. Any founder who wants to tell any guests here tonight why they should become a co-founder.
Because it's the best business in town. As a matter of fact, it's the best business on the planet. I've been online for 25 years, And I've been in multiple different businesses as the years have been gone by. And I've never seen anything as unique as Onpassive. And I'll tell you why. Every other company I've dealt with, you have to promote the company, and you have to promote their products, and you have to recruit. You have to do everything in order to survive in the company and make any money at all. Here in Onpassive, hey, James, you want to mute yourself there? Thanks. With Onpassive, you don't have to do any of that. It's the total opposite. Onpassive is a total automated system. Okay. They're going to promote you under your own brand. Anyone that's been successful on the internet have been branded. Okay. They're branded. I'm sure Tony Robbins is a brand. Okay. That's how we're going to be branded. In other words, we're not going to be promoting Onpassive when we launch. Onpassive is going to be promoting you. So there's a big difference there, right? So everything that we're used to, like a multi-level marketing company, as far as promoting them and promoting their products, Onpassive is promoting us and putting their products under our branded name. That's huge when you think about that. That's where the 7 figures come in. Okay, on the internet. So it's like I said, it's an automated system. You don't have to do very much of anything. You don't have to recruit. The company is going to recruit for us. They're going to use artificial intelligence to do that, to bring the targeted traffic that's going to be targeted to those products that we have. Those 51 products that we have are digital downloadable products that most people use on the internet. More than half of the population of the planet uses the products we are developing right now. The products that we are developing right now are out. They are being used right now, but they're outdated. For example, Zoom is outdated. It's been outdated for a long time. The reason that they don't want to update it is because they're making billions of dollars anyway, so it don't matter. So with that mentality, they're not the correction to the corruption. You see what I'm saying? So we're offering something of value. For example, with OConnect is a hell of a lot better than Zoom, and it's updated to 2021 and beyond. Okay, and so that is the correction to the corruption. Plus, the meaning to the correction of the corruption is Onpassive is going to be branding us. So they're doing everything for the 97% of people that have been struggling online, whether it's through scams or whatever it is. They weren't as successful as they wanted to be as the years have gone by. So Onpassive is doing everything for us. We are the correction to the corruption. We're doing something completely different. We're going against the grain with this company. It's absolutely phenomenal. And there's every reason to get in, because it's automated. There's nothing you need to do. Okay, the company's branding you, bringing in the recruits, selling their products that they're creating under your branded name. What else is there to do? There's nothing to do. Just point people to this and that's it. Get excited as a founding member. Come in as founding members are visionaries to this company. They have vision. They see the vision ahead of time. That's what a founder is. And then after that, we're going to have the customers that are going to come in to use the products. And it's going to be phenomenal. Everyone's going to do very well in this company. That's why you should be joining Onpassive. Thank you
very much, Tony. That was a mouthful. Thank you so much.
And Myra, can I add something?
Sure, Marty.
I promise this will be my last. I always say that. I lie really bad. But I want to give an example. If you look in the United States, there was a store called Kmart. They were huge. There was a Kmart every 3-4 miles, everywhere in the United States. And a company came called Walmart. Now, Kmart's attitude was, we're making a lot of money. We're not afraid of anybody. Who are they? They're a nickel and dime store. They can't do anything to us, which was a great attitude for Walmart, because now I don't think there's one Kmart store left open. If there is, I don't know where it's at. And that happened because of their attitude was, we're good enough. Like Tony just said, nobody wants to expand because they don't want to spend the money. They want to make the money, okay? Now, also keep in mind, when you see that, you look at this. If you go look on Google and you Google to people like Facebook. I'm telling you, 99% of the people, or 80%, do not even like Facebook. But what is the alternative? Nothing. There's nowhere else to go. They'll take the bad because there's nowhere else to go. Guess what? There's a new sheriff in town. Onet's coming. Now, because of their arrogance, they're going to go, they can't touch us. We have 2 billion accounts. We are who we are. Everybody knows who we are. Well, let's see if that plays with them too. Because that dot they see in the rearview mirror is Onpassive. And it's coming at 250 miles an hour. And when it gets there, it's too late to make a change. It's too late. And everybody here can be part of that. Or you could say, some of us are going to brag. Nope, I was there from the beginning. I was there. I got in when I saw it. Some of us are going to wish we never heard about it because we're going to say, damn, I missed that train. I'm telling you, for 97 bucks, get in, take the ride. What is the worst thing that can happen? You're all losing money if you're online anyway. And one other thing I want to say, if anybody here, this is your first business online, you are the luckiest human being that ever walked the planet. Because I've been in many of them where I came out and looked like I was beat up, naked, bruised, and thrown back into a trash can, because that's what the company did to me. If you came to this company first, you were greatly loved by somebody above. Trust me. Everybody here, I've never met Derek in my life. I know he's been through businesses that beat him to death. I know what happened to Tony Monk, and God, it happened to me. God is my witness it happened to me. And I went to a next one and got beat up again. If this is your first, you have been blessed. If you pass it, you need to get your head cut open and take that brain out and put a new one in because something's wrong. Something's dead wrong.
Thank you, Marty. So that means that I am blessed because this is my first online business. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Marty. You know, guys, all that we're saying is that Onpassive is the last business that you will ever need. There's going to be no more like this. You know, I do not know a whole lot about online businesses, but I'm learning, and I've learned a lot from the Onpassive people here. Dr. Derek and Marty and Chris and Sherry and Tony and other people who are in there a long time and they got beaten up and thrown around, and now they are coming back from all of that to tell me that Onpassive is a great business and they are comparing it with what was. So I am trusting these guys a whole lot, and I am believing what they are saying about Onpassive because of the experiences that they would have had. Guys, $97, you cannot go wrong. We are here every Tuesday, same time, same place, and there are other webinars around that your friends will tell you about to join. Get in, you and your family. I believe, this is my belief, I believe that soft launch is coming and it's coming soon, and you need to get in before that time. So now is the time, get in, we are in it to win it. Boom. All right, Chris. And on that note, here is where we are going to end tonight's webinar.
No, don't end yet. Don't end yet.
Okay, but I was going to ask every panel.
No. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Okay, Dr. Derek.
It seems as if Miss April is ready.
Oh, now April has her hand up, and we want to accommodate her because she was trying to get in a while now. Thank you very much for noticing that, Dr. Derek. April, go right ahead. Okay.
You're muted.
Still frozen. April, if you can hear us, you are muted.
Right now? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'll try and send an unmute.
Okay, so I don't think this looks frozen to me. Doesn't it to you people?
No.
No,
Okay.
she's muted.
She's ready.
Oh, she got it now. Go ahead, April.
She's not frozen, but
Maybe
just
the
can't hear her.
volume.
Yes.
Turn your volume up.
Okay, so she's probably experiencing some difficulties there. So we are going to go ahead. We're going to ask the panel, Dr. Derek, Tony Monk, Norel, to just give us one sentence, guys, one sentence to close off tonight's meeting. Okay? Who will be first?
I'll go first.
Ladies first.
Ladies first. Yeah. Thank you. One sentence, a little bit difficult, but just have a look at the people around you. What Admira had just said about, you know, this was her first online business and she's just looking at those who've gone before her and the experience that people have. Remember that. Remember the experiences that you've been through. Remember the people that you hang around with, the people you ask advice from, you know, are not those who have done it before. So that's my little bit of a tip today, is just hang around those, have a look at the people here who are actively here to help everybody. They're not just the CEOs, they're not just the big knobs sitting at the top that you can't reach, okay? They're people, real people that want to help everyone succeed. Thank you.
Thank you, Nora. So I moved it up from one sentence to one paragraph. Thank you. One paragraph. Thank you very much. Dr. Derek, Tony Monk.
Go ahead, Dr. Derek.
Okay. Most business, if not all other business, they launch the product, build the customer base, but this company is doing the complete opposite of what every other company has done that I know of in the past. This company is building customer base and then launch, so that when they launch, two things. We don't have to be struggling to build a customer base because it's somewhat built already, one. And two, on day one of launch, people are going to make some good money, very good money. And so for $97, it is a steal in the online business. It's a real steal. With over 17 years experience, it is a big steal. So for all the guests, especially, please, please don't forgo this opportunity. Get in now. Get back with the person that invited you to this webinar and join now. Tell them that you're ready to join now. Thank you very much, Admira.
Thank you very much, Dr. Derek and Tony Monk.
Hey, go!
Yeah, thank you, Admira. And thank you for everybody today that spoke. When you listen to average people, you get average results, okay? None of us here are average because it's a done deal. You're looking at future multi-millionaires here. Okay, so join the club. I have a saying, and I've always had this saying, and it is, if you're going to do anything else besides Onpassive, you're tripping over the $100 bills to pick up the pennies. That's all I have to say. Get in. You're in a good place.
Thank you very much, Tony Monk. And then the icing on the cake will be put on by Marty and Chris. But I want to hear Chris last. Marty and then Chris.
pretty hard to add to what was said. But yeah, I mean, I don't have any poetry for you. I'm a pretty basic dude, but yeah, just get in. If you're not going to know if you don't get in. You're not going to win. And like I said, I've done all the other stuff. I've lost tens of thousands of dollars. And by the way, I can market. I get 200 and 300 opt-ins a day in a business, no problem. And I struggle. I made money, but I struggle. If you can't drive traffic, get offline. If you want a business and you don't know how to drive traffic, get off. You're wasting your time. But guess what? Onpassive is going to do all that for you. The headaches are gone. You're an expert day one. They're going to do it all for you. It's a no-brainer. Just do it. That's all I could say. I wouldn't. There's no other way to look at it.
Thank you, Marty. Thank you. Chris, just hold because I'm seeing Tim's hand. So go ahead, Tim. Tim, can you unmute and go ahead, or is that a mistake?
Yes, I can. I'm very proud to be part of this. I have been, as many know, I grew up in a family business, and it took many, many years for my family to become one of the best growers of long stem roses in the eastern part of Pennsylvania. And at one time they were shipped all over. I'm quite proud to be in a company who is building its base as strongly as my grandparents built theirs. Unfortunately, for me, it wasn't strong enough. The South Americans took us out. It's still around, but it's not what it was at one time. I am looking forward to enjoying this journey with Onpassive because I know that it's being done the way it should be done. It is being coddled and caressed to the ultimate maximum business that we will ever see in this world. It is historical, and it is just so much of an honor to be part. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tim. And I have to ask, did you send those 2 dozen roses to Teresa today?
I cannot claim responsibility.
All right, thank you, Tim. Okay, Chris, so we are going to let you take us home.
Ah, she's so beautiful. Mommy, I love you. Hey, listen, all you people. All right, I'm the crazy guy on here. I'm not a techie guy. I was in the auto industry for 32 years. All these techie, gyro, guru, nutheads on here talking all this technical crap. Sorry, guys, I'm going to break it down to you real easy. If you're like me, layman's terms, you're going to pay in passive, all right? Let's just say, for example, we'll call this cord Chris Johnson. Now, let's say Cedric Flowers, all right? CedricFlowers.com. You're going to pay in passive, okay? Every single freeway in this world, every airplane that's flying in the sky is going to be directed right to CedricFlower.com 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. For all you non-techie people out there, Onpassive is going to build you every road, every airway directly to your front door, and you're going to make residual income, and you're going to pay a hell of a lot of taxes. Easy as that. That's as easy as it gets. That's it, Admira. That's all I got.
And when you're paying a lot of taxes, it's a good thing.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you so very much. So to everybody, another successful webinar. And I just want to say thank you so very much for coming on and for making it a success. So Dr. Derek, for doing our presentation, let me hear you give a big shout out, like clap your hands and say thank you so very much for Dr. Derek. I'm clapping my hands right now. Thank you so very much, Dr. Derek, for that presentation. It was well done and so very clear. To our panelists, Tony Monk, Nerel, and Chris, Marty. Thank you guys so very much for always being there, for answering the questions that are posed to you. To all the guests who came on, you didn't ask questions or you did ask questions, all the same, we are very happy that you came. And we hope that you are inspired now and that you talk to the person who invited you and that you're going to become a co-founder. We're not forcing you because it's not for us. We're just trying to share because it is for you. All right? To all our co-founders, thank you so very much once again for coming and for making tonight what it is. Usually we have a bit more interaction with our co-founders, but I promise you next week, all right? The internet did give us some challenge tonight on my end, but we just want to thank God for what it was. For all those who wrote in the Cynthia Brown and others who wish us all the best, we thank you so very much, and we pray that you're going to have a pleasant night until we meet again next Tuesday. Remember, those of you who promised to help us with our disaster fund for the Caribbean, as you know, we go through different disasters from time to time, and we really appreciate for those of you who already bought a position to help us with that. The others of you, we are moving along. We had a meeting and Marcini was very instrumental in that meeting to help us organize how we're going to move forward. So God bless all of you. We are a family on Onpassive and we love you guys.